In case you didn't know, I have recently moved house. I have moved out of the inner city and moved into the burbs, and it's actually going pretty well. I am one of those weird people that actually genuinely like moving house. Not because I get to pack my shit and then unpack it again and move it and buy beer and all of those things in between. It's because I get to go through my things and throw things out. Back in my past life, I used to be a little bit of a hoarder, and I would move things from one house to the next and continued on this path for a couple of years. Or, as my dad will probably tell you, I just move out of the houses and leave my shit there. So I like to think that I have gotten better, and I don't really have an attachment to anything anymore. They're really the only things that I haven't managed to part with. The shoes behind me, I don't know if you can see them, but I've got a pretty baller collection, so I kind of need to keep those. So while I was moving recently, I did come across a couple of funny things, and I'd like to share them with you. I found this thing. I don't even really know what it is. Found 2 of these. Expired. 2 full boxes of expired condoms. If that doesn't tell you the state of my loins, I don't know what will. So one of them was open and had one taken out of it, so that's pretty exciting, but the other one was unopened. I don't really know how long condoms last, but probably quite a long time. Unlucky for me, I guess. So here's a little public service announcement. Children, make sure you check the date, because if they're expired, they are no good. And I've seen most of you fuckers, and you probably shouldn't procreate. I found this jumper. Clearly it's a boy's jumper and I have a vagina, but it's something that's quite precious to me. When I was moving to Melbourne, a friend of mine gave it to me to look after me while I was over here, and sometimes I go through stages of hating him, and I've always said that I should throw it out, but some part of me can't, and I'm glad that I haven't, because now I've got it and I get to hang out with it sometimes, and that's only a little bit creepy. Because really, if I threw it out, no one would get to see how adorable I am and how much the grey of the hoodie goes with my new grey hair. Aren't I just adorable? Probably not. This is awkward. So do you come here often? This was probably my favourite find. I forgot how much I enjoyed this. Identical. So I got this at the Hula Boola Bar in Perth a couple of years ago on a day that I quit my job, and we went out drinking, and this has been on a lot of adventures with me and it's helped me pick up, so I'm pretty happy to have found this. So maybe I can rectify this problem with this. Not creepy. I've seen it in Japanese movies, but I'm not like that. I wouldn't make one of those Japanese movies. I need to blink more, but I did find a lot of parts from my old Sylvia, obviously, which I don't own anymore and sold about 4 years ago, but I have some of her little trinkets and they make me happy. So I have this little baby Princess Peach that used to hang on my tow hook, and she's seen better days and her little skirt's all broken off, but she reminded me of the time when I was mad and had all of the lows. And I also found this little bear. It was bought for me and it used to sit in my coin slot. I think you'd call it a coin slot. So it's like a bondage bear, because apparently that's me. I like bondage. Huh. And if I didn't like bondage, I always have my big blue dildo. So as you can see, I've got enough parts to start building a car, so I probably should get onto that. sure I'm not the only girl in the world that has 1 million products. So if you open my bathroom cupboard, it is full of goopy things. So half-used hair products and half-used makeup products and everything that's like that. So this is what I kept. This basket here full of things, and probably there was about 3 or 4 times that amount that I got rid of. So I don't know how over the course of living in this house for 12, 14 months, I managed to accumulate so much goop. I think I'm easily sold by the hairdresser. If she tells me it's going to look good in my hair and make it look like she made it look, I'm going to buy it. But I should know better. As an adult, when I get home, I can't make that happen. I'm fooled by the marketing every time. And really, if we're going to talk about it, I've got a bit crazy on the things I've kept, because how many people actually need this many headbands? Let's just do this as a little experiment in life of all of the headbands that I've found in this box that I keep in my bathroom. Oh, look, this one's cool. It's got some skulls on it. Oh, and I just got these the other day because I was sick. And oh, here's another one with a bow on it. And here's some flower ones. So let's just hang those over here. And this one's over here. And seriously, women, why do we have so many things? But to kind of look a bit beautiful, don't I? It is with great sadness that I realised that that last experiment actually kind of ruined my hair. And all of the hair products that I seem to have accumulated that my hairdresser would tell me that would make me look amazing haven't really helped me. So of course, I also found things that everyone finds when they move out. All of those bobby pins that you thought you lost and were actually down the back of the couch or underneath the bed. Expired tins of food in your cupboard that expired quite a long time ago and you probably shouldn't have moved from the time before. And lots of just random bits of paper shit. So I think I mentioned before that I used to be a hoarder and I'm not anymore. So if I can give you one lesson, is that everything is just stuff. When you move, throw shit out. Get rid of everything that you can and you will feel lighter and better for it. Obviously, there are some things you can't part with, like the things I just showed you before, but look, we can't all be perfect, so it's a start. With love and boxes, Miss K.